I am excited to see you again and to talk about our reflection. Welcome to your favorite channel. This is Reflection 43, and this reflection will be taken from the book of Esther. I will still follow our rules and the framework, which is called GIPS. It shows us how to reflect on things and educate ourselves. We start with descriptions, and we'll be describing the passage of Esther chapter 6. This passage recounts the importance turning point in the story of Esther. There is a king called Xerxes, unable to sleep, and asked the chronicle to be read to him, and discovered that Mordecai, higher heart of loyalty in exposing a plot against him, the king, was not known to him. The king now decided to honor Mordecai and unknowingly asked Haman, who despised Mordecai, to suggest how to reward such a person. Haman, assuming he will be the one honored, suggests a lavish public display. To this dismay, the king ordered Haman to honor Mordecai in the same way he suggested. This humiliates Haman and signal the beginning of his downfall. How do I feel? This passage arouses a range of feeling. There is a sense of satisfaction in seeing justice served. Mordecai is finally honored for his loyalty. It is also ironic and almost humorous to see Haman's pride and self-absorption leading him to humiliation. At the same time, there is a sobering realization of how human pride and hatred, as exemplified by Haman, can lead to personal downfall. This passage reminds me of God's sovereignty ability to turn situations around for good. We go to evaluation. The scenario in this passage draws attention to a number of significant subjects. Positively, Mordecai recognition by the king emphasizes how crucial it is to recognize good deeds, even if they are not immediately apparent. On the other hand, Haman's blindness from his anger and arrogance ultimately led to his disgrace. It is amazing how God works behind the scenes to transform what might have been Mordecai's execution to a celebratory occasion. We go to analysis. This story demonstrates God's providence and timing. Mordecai had not been rewarded earlier, but at the perfect time, his deeds came to light. This reflects how God's plans often surpass human understanding. Haman's downfall serves as a warning against pride, hatred, and dangers of plotting against another person. It also reminds us that those who stand with God, like Mordecai, cannot be easily defeated. From a personal perspective, the passage challenges me to trust in God and God's timing, even when recognition and justice seems delayed. It also warns against assuming self-importance or harboring resentment towards others, as this attitude can lead to unintended consequences. In conclusion, I have learned that humility, faithfulness, and patience are crucial virtues. Mordecai's consistent integrity contrasts sharply with Haman's pride, teaching us that God rewards the faithful in due time. The passage also reassures me of God's justice and sovereignty even in a difficult circumstances. What will I do? What will you do? Action plan. For me, I'll practice humility in all my endeavors, remembering that recognitions is secondary to integrity and faithfulness. I will seek to celebrate and acknowledge the contributions of others, as King Azazi eventually did for Mordecai. I will also trust in God's timing and providence, especially when facing delays or injustice. Finally, I will guide against pride and resentment by fostering gratitude and compassion. By applying this lesson from this Esther chapter 6, we can cultivate a character that aligns with God's wills and reflect the virtue demonstrated by Mordecai. What will you do? Read this passage, reflect on it, make your world a better place is the purpose of doing this reflection. Till I see you again, I remain Abiodun-Alli. Subscribe and share. God bless you.